Why is it that despite repeated calls for collaboration, the West's relationship with Africa remains fraught with tension and skepticism? This year, we've witnessed numerous elections across the African continent, accompanied by increased diplomatic engagements. The African Union has been working to strengthen democracy and core values, especially focusing on freedom, opportunity, transparency, and good governance. Yet, the narrative often portrays Western nations as mere helpers, while many argue that Africa's resources are fueling Western economies, leaving the continent impoverished. Are these visits really about collaboration, or is there a hidden agenda? Today, we dive into the recent visit by the UN's Deputy Secretary-General, Amina Mohammed, to Burkina Faso. Stay tuned to discover the implications of this visit and its broader significance for Africa's development. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insights. Amina Mohammed's recent visit to Burkina Faso, as part of her broader tour that includes Equatorial Guinea, Mali, and Nigeria, represents a significant diplomatic effort by the United Nations. This visit is not just a ceremonial event, it is an integral part of a broader strategy aimed at reinforcing support for the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, and addressing the complex and multifaceted crises facing Burkina Faso and its neighboring countries. By bringing international attention to the region, her visit highlights the global commitment to supporting Burkina Faso's development amid ongoing challenges. Burkina Faso is grappling with severe political instability, driven by armed violence and escalating security concerns. This instability has resulted in widespread displacement of people, food insecurity, and a breakdown in essential services. The ongoing crisis has hindered the country's development efforts and exacerbated the humanitarian situation. Amina Mohammed's visit is a critical component of the UN's approach to stabilize the region and advance its development agenda. Her engagement underscores the international community's recognition of the urgent need to address these pressing issues to foster stability and growth. By engaging directly with the transitional government in Burkina Faso, the UN aims to gain a nuanced understanding of the country's political climate and the specific challenges it faces. This engagement allows the UN to tailor its support more effectively to meet the unique needs of Burkina Faso. For example, discussions with local officials can reveal critical areas where international support could have the most impact. Whether it's strengthening democratic institutions, enhancing security measures, or improving public services, this local engagement helps in identifying and addressing governance and development gaps. Understanding these nuances ensures that interventions are both relevant and impactful, directly benefiting those most in need. Moreover, the visit by Amina Mohammed underscores the importance of coordinating humanitarian assistance in a context of severe crisis. Effective coordination is crucial to ensure that aid reaches those who need it most and that resources are utilized efficiently. This involves not only managing the logistical aspects of aid delivery, but also ensuring that different forms of assistance are integrated and directed towards the most vulnerable populations. Coordination efforts include working with local authorities, international organizations, and non-governmental organizations to streamline aid distribution and avoid duplication of efforts. Such coordination helps maximize the effectiveness of aid and ensures that support is comprehensive and targeted. For instance, coordinating food aid with efforts to restore agricultural production and improve food security can have a more significant impact than addressing these issues in isolation. Similarly, integrating medical assistance with initiatives to strengthen healthcare infrastructure can enhance overall health outcomes. Effective coordination helps in addressing immediate needs, such as food, medical care, and shelter, while also planning for longer-term recovery and rebuilding. This approach not only addresses immediate crises, but also lays the foundation for sustainable development and resilience. Despite these efforts, there is a growing concern that the West's involvement in Africa, including the UN's interventions, often comes with strings attached. Africa's resources are frequently seen as benefiting Western economies more than the continent's own development. This raises the question of whether the aid and support offered are truly aimed at collaboration, or if they mask a more exploitative agenda. The perception of Western involvement as self-serving can undermine trust and hinder effective collaboration. Historically, Western involvement in Africa has been characterized by patterns of influence and control rather than genuine partnership. During the 2014 US-Africa Leaders Summit, the potential for new partnerships was highlighted, but tangible progress has been slow. Africa's vast resources have not translated into commensurate benefits for its people, leading to skepticism about the true intentions behind Western assistance. This skepticism highlights the need for a more transparent and equitable approach to international support. The UN's efforts to address the humanitarian crisis in the Central African Republic and advance the peace process have seen some progress. For example, the dissolution of additional armed groups and the advancement of peace agreements represent positive steps. However, the effectiveness of these interventions remains a topic of debate. The ongoing challenges in the Central African Republic serve as a reminder of the complexities involved in resolving regional conflicts and ensuring lasting peace. The UN's focus on evaluating the implementation of the SDGs in Burkina Faso involves examining various indicators related to poverty reduction, education, healthcare, and environmental sustainability. By analyzing these indicators, the UN can identify both successes and areas that require additional attention. This assessment is crucial for designing and implementing strategies that are responsive to the actual needs of the population and for prioritizing resources effectively. Regular evaluation ensures that interventions are aligned with development goals and that progress is tracked accurately. In a context where resources are limited and needs are extensive, it is essential to allocate support in a way that maximizes impact. By identifying key areas of concern and measuring progress against established targets, the UN can focus its efforts on the most critical issues and ensure that its interventions are both effective and aligned with the broader development agenda. This targeted approach helps in addressing the most pressing issues and achieving meaningful progress. Engaging with local stakeholders and gathering feedback on the effectiveness of current strategies is another important aspect of the UN's approach. This participatory approach helps refine and adjust development programs to better meet the needs of the population and achieve the desired outcomes. Involving local voices ensures that strategies are grounded in the realities of the communities they aim to serve. In summary, Amina Mohammed's visit to Burkina Faso and the UN's broader engagement with West Africa aim to address pressing issues and bolster support for the SDGs. However, a critical question persists. Is this involvement genuinely aimed at fostering partnership and development, or does it reflect a continued pattern of influence and control? The true effectiveness of these efforts will hinge on their alignment with Africa's needs and aspirations and their contribution to meaningful, sustainable progress. Will this visit pave the way for genuine collaboration, or is it another step in a familiar pattern of influence and control? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on development in the African region. What do you think the future holds for Africa's partnerships with Western nations? Stay tuned for more videos on the African web.